3 years ago, I was drowning in tasks. I had ideas, deadlines, and 10 open tabs judging me. Then one morning, after missing a client deadline, I wrote one sentence that changed everything. Act as a senior editor and fix this spreadsheet as though my career depends on it. Oh my God. Then the reply wasn't just helpful, it was the right one. That day, I stopped treating ChatGPT like a search bar and started treating it like a teammate. Today, I will hand you the exact 11 hacks I use to run faster than my calendar. Newbie friendly, expert level power. And I'm going to walk you through them step by step, and you will get copy and paste lines you can use right now. Are you ready? Let's get into the video. Hack 1. Role prompting. I was asking for help getting vague answers. Then this day I said, act as a fintech UX lead. The advice snapped into the focus of which I was looking for. And here's how to do it. Number 1, tell it the role you want it to play. 2, add your goal. 3, give constraints, that is tone, word count, or format. 4, provide context. And 5, ask it to clarify by posing questions. Here is a simple example that clearly explains how to use this hack. Act as a senior UX designer in fintech. Goal, reduce onboarding drop-off. Constraint, friendly tone, bullet points only, max 200 words. Contest, users quit at KYC. Task, list the 5 highest impact changes and ask 3 clarifying questions at the end. If you want more details about how to prompt perfectly, you can click on my video on how to prompt, and I covered all the details about prompting, and you can get the best out of ChatGPT. Hack 2, layered prompting. Ever try to cook jollof rice by dumping all the ingredients in the pot at once? All you get is a combination of rubbish. You build flavor layer by layer. Prompt work the same way. Outline first, then add spices, then finish by polishing it. Here is how to do it. Step 1 is to start with an outline. 2, add audience details, examples, and constraint. 3, finally ask for the polished draft. Here is an example prompt. First, give me a 10-point outline for a video on habit for busy graduates. Keep each point under 12 words. Then, second prompt, audience, London graduate. Tone, practical. Include 2 London-specific examples and avoid cliches. Finally, now write the final 900-word script using the outline and constraint. Hack 3, structured list. Remember group project where one guy sends messy notes and you spend hours cleaning them up? That was me with ChatGPT until I learned to say structured list only. Now it splits out neat, organized answers I can use instantly. So here is how I go about it. Number 1, tell it exactly what feeds or details you want. 2, ask it to give result as a clean bullet list or table. 3, remind it not to add extra comments. Here's an example prompt. Give me 5 side hustles ideas for students in the United States. For each, include the idea, why it matters, the first step, and estimated setup time. Present it as a bullet list, no extra explanation. Let's go. Hack 4, the memory setting hack. Ever feel like you are explaining yourself to ChatGPT from scratch every time? You write a YouTube script in my tone, or you type whatever, but ChatGPT still gives you a generic response. With the personalization setting, you can teach ChatGPT who you are, how you want answers, and what matters most. Go to your ChatGPT account, click on your profile. Once you click on your profile, go to personalization. On personalization, you see the drop down provides a list of stuff to personalize, from your tone, the style, details about yourself. Just make changes to these details, the custom instructions about you, your personality. Make these changes, and by these changes, ChatGPT can always create answers detailed, streamlined to these details that you've provided. Let's go. Hack 5, prompt compression. Ever explain something perfectly once, then forget what you said? Like telling a joke that kills, but you can't remember the setup. This act makes ChatGPT compress your great prompt into one liner so you never lose it. Here's how I go about it. Number one, after GPT gives you a great result, tell it to compress your instructions. Two, test the shorter version on a new topic. And three, save it for reuse in your prompt library. Here is an example prompt to keep for this hack. Compress the instructions you followed into the shortest reusable version that keeps the same quality. Let's go. Hack 6. Self-check and improve. Here is a step-by-step guide to do it. Number one, ask ChatGPT for a draft. 2, tell it to critique itself harshly and specifically. 3, ask it to rewrite based on its own critique. And here is a sample prompt. Write a 500-word LinkedIn post about learning in public. Then critique it like a senior editor. Clarity, structure, originality, hook, and call to action. Finally, we'll rewrite the post applying your critique. Hack 7. I tag this hack as ELRS, that is the expert ladder. Imagine trying to explain TikTok to your grandma. You start with, it's like short funny videos, then you build up and start explaining. That's the ladder. You start with something simple, then you go deeper and you go into the expert level. It's the fastest way to learn anything, from football tactics to quantum physics. Here is how I will explain it. Step 1, start with ELIS. And 2, then ask for a high school explanation. 3, then a professional explanation. And 4, finally, ask for a quiz to check understanding. Here is a sample prompt to understand this hack. Explain vector databases at 3 levels. 1, like I am 5 years old. 2, like I'm in high school. 3, and like I'm a professional. Then give me a 5 quiz questions with answer. Let's go over to hack 8. Chunk and synthesize. Ever tried reading a 200-page PDF in one night before an exam? Yeah, I've gone through that before. I did that in my final year level and I know what I went through. But if a smart friend summarized each chapter and then gave you one clean sheet at the end, definitely that improves your result and you get a better output. That is the secret behind this hack. Yeah, the step-by-step way to do it. Number 1, feed test in chunks. 2, after each, say summarize and hold. 3, at the end, say now synthesize into one summary. Here is a sample prompt. For each chunk 1 of 7, summarize in 7 bullets and hold for later. At the end, combine all head summaries into a 1-page executive brief with headings, the problem, findings, risk, and next step. Hack 9, rubric first editing. Telling ChatGPT make this better is like telling a tailor make it nice. You will get surprises, but give the tailor your exact measurement, the sleeve length, waist size, and all, you will get the perfect fit. That is the same thing with rubric first editing. Here is how to do it. 1, create a scoring rubric of 4 to 6 criteria. 2, ask GPT to grade your draft against it. 3, tell it to rewrite it until it hits high score. Here is a sample prompt. Here is my email draft. You paste it there. Rubric /10 each. Clarity, brevity, benefit first, call to action, executive tone. First, score it with reasons, then rewrite it to hit 9/10 or higher on all. Hack 10, voice and constraint memory. Ever ordered food, then each plate comes in a different style, spicy, bland, oily, or like the chef forgot who you were. That was my content before this hack. Voice memory makes ChatGPT cook in your flavor every single time. Here is how to go about it. Give ChatGPT your voice rule, just like 5 to 7 bullet rules. Then tell it to apply them until you say reset. Number 3, generate multiple outputs with consistent style. Here is a sample prompt. Voice rules. Apply until I say reset. Punchy, practical, plain English, short sentences, United States context where useful, no buzzwords. Confirm you will apply this style to all output in this chat. And hack 11, magic words hack. There are words that you can add to ChatGPT to increase the result you get. I mean, there are words, there are magic words, there are simple words you can add to your prompt that gives you the best result. Add signal words like act as, step by step, critique, summarize, use examples, constraint, re-explain, and several others. These words improve the output of ChatGPT result. For example, if I enter a prompt like this, act as a startup advisor, give me a step-by-step launch plan for a food delivery app in Texas. Use examples from successful United States startups. Keep it under 500 words in a conversational tone. After writing, critique the plan and rewrite it to be clearer. And definitely, you get the best result. Productivity isn't about doing more, it's about making the work lighter. These 10 hacks, the roles, layers, structure, self-check, ladder, memory, rubric, and magic words turn ChatGPT into a coworker that improves your results even without adding or hiring a new employer. And here is my assignment for you. Pick one task today. Use the role prompting, the layered prompting, and self-check, and save your compressed prompt. Tomorrow, add structured list, and by the end of the week, you will feel the shift. I have put all example lines from this video into a free cheat sheet you can download. Use it, play with it, and watch your productivity double. If you like this video and you would like to learn more on how to use AI to improve your productivity, ensure you click the notification icon and subscribe to this channel for more interesting video on how to improve your productivity.